Hello. Hello. Sorry, I was just somebody's got a locker in the shack down there, so I was just leaving them a note, let them know to come get warm if they ever need to or whatever.
We have a bag full of food for you.
Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate that. That's
I also
great.
have another. Yeah, we need the backpack.
You sorry? You need the bag back? You said?
Yes, please.
Ah, okay. Let me get it all out of here then.
So,
And
still
I also
running the
have
shop after all
another-
this time, Harry.
Oh, Mr. Green. Yes, haven't heard from you in quite a while.
Yes, I've been out of the region for a bit, but now I'm with some good friends who are keeping my eyes on all directions.
Did you ever make it back to the United Colonies?
Yes, the States welcomed me back with open arms as always. But don't let me interrupt too much further. I wasn't paying attention too much. I took off my hat and didn't hear my friend here speaking, so I interrupted him. Please let him finish, and we'll chat more after you're all set.
There's
Oh,
another pile here.
Oh, all right. Oh, okay. Well, let me go. Let me throw this in here, or some of it.
Why are you staring at me again? Oh my god. Is he doing the same thing again? But he just stands there staring.
Huh?
You're just as clueless as he is, aren't you?
Yeah.
Do you guys need anything or looking to do any shopping or whatever? I can open the shop up for you while I'm getting this.
I know I could use things, but I don't necessarily have much in my backpack. Don't know about my friends here.
Oh, that's absolutely fine. I kind of, since the last time you were here, Dallas, I kind of changed the business model just because quite often it was the same situation that you're in, right? People would show up and either they didn't have a lot, or they'd show up looking for one thing, and once they started looking around, they wanted like 5 different things. And so half the time I was just saying, hey, come drop stuff off whenever you get it. Take what you want. So now that's just kind of the business model. You take what you want, and then, if you get some stuff, just swing by and drop it off. Always looking for things like sewing kits, leather sewing kits, like all the repair stuff, usually. Code locks, the stuff people are normally looking for. But, yeah, feel free to look around. Same layout as before. Oh, thank you very much. Just put it in the crate behind you.
And this model is profitable.
Well, wouldn't. Oh, I don't do this to make a profit. I've never done this to make a profit. I always barter and trade and stuff. I'm more. This has always been kind of more like I guess you could say a distribution center. Things come in, and then I hand it out to people and just make sure people don't take everything and anything.
I see.
I don't know. I've been here for months and months and months, so I mean, it's doing me okay. Well, yeah, I guess you. Sorry, I don't think I've met you before.
My name is Tom.
Tom, all right. I'm Harry. Yeah, this out here is like your sewing kits, leather sewing kits, small melee weapons, storage, the locker back over here. This is all building stuff, and then in this other room is Here's, let me shut my bedroom door. It's a bit of a mess in there. This is all clothing out here. There's some lower tier body armor. Nothing really fancy though, but this is all clothing out here. And then I'll open this up for you folks. Just because I've dealt with Mr. Green before and I trust him. So if he's running with you guys, then you're probably okay. This is all guns and ammo back in there. Every locker has guns in it. These N2 have ammo. And there's attachments pretty much in all of them except for the far end one. So whatever you want to take, just take it, put it in the crate. Like I said, everything's up for grabs. It's just more, I just kind of want to keep track of, I try as best as I can. I'm an old man. My mind doesn't work that great sometimes, but I try and keep track of what's coming in and out so I know what I'm looking for. So I'll be right back. I'm just going to grab the rest of that
Imperium's
food.
left you alone this whole time?
No, actually they didn't. There was, earlier in the week, we were attacked. I was here with, I don't know if you ever run into NS, Night Stalker, and Cabbage, and there's some new folks, Ezra, and some folks at the Forge. They're over near Radix. Yeah, we're all out here, and we were attacked by 4 Apache helicopters. Came in. Now, granted, I think NS started firing first, but they were unmanned. So it's kind of like 4 Apaches coming in remotely. Probably not a good thing. So I mean, I can't really blame the man. But yeah, they're strafing us with cannons and whatnot. Actually ended up losing. Oh God, what was his name? Oh, I'm so terrible here. Oh, Aiden. He was one of the trackers. He ended up catching one in the head. Unfortunately, we couldn't save him. Then when was it? Not yesterday, but the day before. I actually went with a few people down. I don't know if you heard. There's a bunker down near Dolnik that people found a little while ago. It's Imperium. A lot of people, it sounds like, been going in there just to get loot and stuff like that. We went down looking for information, though. A lot of critters down there, that was for sure. And there was actually a expeditionary force, it sounds like, from Imperium. They were there to try and destroy everything that was left. We ended up finding... oh, goodness. Well, we ended up calling him Brokley. He was a head, and then we found a body later on, like mechanical. It wasn't like a person's head. He was one of the drones or whatever, and in the very basement, we ended up finding a bunch of these critters. I guess they're the knock-knocks. I heard about them before. I guess they were back. People had them back in Kemsey, like the people that came here originally. Back when I did. The ones that came from Germany there, they said that they had told me about these knock-knock things, and there was a bunch in cages, and they got out, and we had to, like, kill them and stuff. But, like, yeah, there was medical reports. Sounds like... It sounds like all that stuff is pretty much was Imperium experiments. You know, they've been like giving him different things and stuff. And I remember one of the reports I'm pretty sure it was about the knock-knocks, is saying about, the patient ended up having skin growing over their eyes and blah, 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 and all this stuff. If you want that information more, if you speak to Cabbage's wife, Clara, she's the one that has all the notes. We gave them to her because she's got some more medical knowledge and stuff, so we thought, she would be the good one to keep those notes, and she might be able to glean some information out of that.
Hell, that is a lot to take in, but don't worry, I've taken it all in. My brain sometimes has this backpack storage of one of those really large 200 slot ones. Not sure if they're around here. But, regardless, I must start off by saying I'm sorry about the loss that you had to endure. Such a loss happening at the hands of Imperium is always going to be tragic. And I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But unmanned Apache helicopters?
Yeah. Well,
That's new.
Well, I mean, we said they were unmanned because we didn't see anything, but I mean, that doesn't mean there wasn't necessarily somebody driving them and they were just cloaked, right? I thought about that afterwards, but we didn't find any bodies or anything, so they may have been remote.
Well, I have an alternate theory.
Mm-hmm.
You said that you were able to find the head of a drone. Was that
Yeah.
head able to communicate?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, so that definitely confirms what I'm thinking. Likely those drones likely have some sort of communication chip installed inside of their head somewhere. Something that's going to make sure that they can still operate independently of both their body and their, well, head. So,
Right.
what that makes me think is potentially they might just plug in a head or maybe plug in a small little receptor into one of those thought chips, so to say, and let them have at the Apache. It would definitely
yeah.
line up with why the Apaches I found a while back up in the northeast, or northwest, sorry. The
Right.
northwest base, they had no crew in them, those Apache helicopters that I found.
I see what you're saying. So the AI essentially was piloting the EIA was the Apache kind of thing. I get what you're saying. It's entirely possible. I mean, one other thing. Because how long have you been back in the area?
A few days.
All right. Well, now things have kind of got complicated with the Imperium in the sense that there are, I say less bad Imperium. There's people that are saying there's good Imperium and bad Imperium. I think all Imperium are bad, and the ones but there have been some that been let's say more helpful to us. They've been like supplying things and helping defend stuff, but I think it's just they're doing that because that's an ends to their own means kind of thing. They've got their own agenda going on. But yeah, there's different factions of Imperium in the area now. And after that,
How many confirmed factions are there?
well, there's at least two, right? There's Mr. T's, which is the original baddies Imperium, the ones that were, have been doing all the experiments. And then there's like this other group that, like I said, they come around and they help people out and been supplying people with stuff and all this. The night of that helicopter raid, actually, after everybody had left, there was only a few people left. Actually, we had an imp show up here. He showed up over the tree lines over there. He just kind of like was standing there, wasn't saying a whole lot. So, I mean, I was kind of pissed off because, I mean, we just lost somebody and, my whole place got shot up and all this stuff. So I walked right up to him. I'm just like, what the hell do you want? And he cloaked. So he's obviously was an officer because the foot soldiers don't have that ability. And yeah, he didn't really say a whole lot. He was really thin, had almost like rapier-like claws kind of thing, like they're long, skinny fingers kind of thing, pointy. Somebody asked him if he was with Mr. T's group, and he didn't seem too happy about that, so I don't think he was, and he didn't do anything aggressive. He just kind of like left. What was his name? Something like Silent Whisperer or something like that is what he said they call him. I could be wrong on that.
I've never met this Silent Whisperer myself. But if he is what you're saying he is, then potentially he might be some sort of liaison. Not necessarily one, not necessarily the other. But definitely able to speak for both.
Well,
Now, my other thoughts in the matter.
Mm-hmm.
I know about this civil war that's breaking out a little bit. I've been informed here and there by some of the other locals here. It's definitely something. But ultimately, let us be honest. They're not going to help us. Those northern ones, that I believe they are the ones that are helping everybody. Not helping out of the goodness of their heart because, like you said, means to an end. The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Think about it this way. The Imperium has probably countless foot soldiers just laying around ready to be used. Meanwhile, these guys are splitting off and probably have a few hundred drones at best. They need foot soldiers. That's why they use the people here. Not necessarily the dumbest idea. If I was in their position, I probably would have done the same thing. But I'm not. And, well, don't intend to be.
Right, right. No, I agree. I think it's all, in the end, it's all just about power grabs and stuff like that. You know, somebody always wants to be the top dog, right? So, yeah, that's what my opinion is on it. I know I guess that's one other thing, because I think this happened after last time you were here. They have been monitoring everybody that lives in the region. They have video, audio, and data files on everyone. That's why it's like, you know, people talk about sneaking, smuggling this and doing all that. It's like they know pretty much everything that's coming in and out of the area. But it's like, I mean, like they had like a 900-page report on me. I'm not quite sure why they had that, but yeah. So and I have had. Yeah, so just, you know, be aware that they could be listening anywhere.
Seems my anonymity has fed me in many ways. I doubt they have much on me, and if they do, it's likely extremely minimal. Unfortunately, my friends back home in the States have had some complications here and there, but the fact that I'm here, present, means that you know what it means. All is still well.
Right.
But the Imperium's going around taking notes of everybody. Perhaps I'll have to start doing the same to them. They're not the only one handy with a clipboard.
Well, I mean, that would probably be a good idea. That's something that I have been telling people around here now for months. The fact that we don't have anybody that's really aggregating any information, right? It's like things happen and then there's always so much stuff going on. It's like one thing will happen and then like a couple of weeks later people forget it even happened. You know what I mean? If we had someone or some place to store all the information, everything that happens with regards to Imperium, no matter how big or small, that would give us a much clearer picture on what's going on, right? But like I said, I don't know. A lot of times I don't think people really listen to me. I you know, old man shouting at the wind, I guess. But that's what I feel. I feel there's a lot more if people would share the information and we had it all in one place, like a central library or something like that, then we might be able to piece the pieces of the puzzle together.
Well, it's certainly what we would do back in the States.
Well,
but we don't have such facilities available here.
Yeah, well,
or
yeah.
be able to transport anybody for such a thing. Way too attention grabbing.
Yeah, well, that's what I was gonna say. Unfortunately, this is in the States, and unfortunately for good or bad, people are, like I said, are still very much seems like they're very much in it for themselves. You know what I mean? It's like I hear everybody always like, "Oh, we got to work together. We got to work together." And then as soon as you go and try and get anybody to work together, well, it's like they mean work together as long as you're listening to them, right? As soon as somebody else has a different idea, then it's like, "Oh, no," and stuff. And there's been a lot of grumbling and griping between groups and stuff like that. So I think the divisions are as deep as they've always been.
Well, I'll let you in on a little secret. I had a plan with a certain individual that I was seeking out a long time ago, and we actually agreed to enact that plan. You remember the man I was looking for when I first came here?
Yeah, I can't remember the name, but yeah, I remember you were here looking for a fella.
I told him that he was supposed to try and facilitate some form of peace talk around the region. Get people to work together on some sort of a better idea. Seems he's failed.
Ah, well. As I said.
Either that or people are truly stubborn.
Well, I'm not sure about, because like I said, I can't remember the fella, so I don't even sure what happened to him. But definitely a big check mark, I think, in the column B there as well. People like just seem to, I don't know, everybody seems to think they know the best, but I mean, we've made no headway. You know what I mean? It's still, I shouldn't say that. Okay. I shouldn't say that we haven't made any headway. There has been some, some things that have come to light. I know Camp Wolf, that they have been doing some research, and I believe that serum is that gives the people superpowers. They did discover that, like, genetically modified them and stuff, and there have been, like, equipment gains and stuff, but nothing.
Wait. More people? Are you insinuating that more people took that poison?
Oh, my God. Yeah, there's been all kinds of people, and there's a temporary one, too. So some people have taken that as well. Oh, yeah. I think it's completely nonsense
Jesus Christ.
Well, I don't know. Like I said, again, people are, I don't know. Like I said, I just feel like a grumpy old man most of the time.
You're not being a grumpy old man if your opinion is simply that these serums need to be gone. As a person who's worked in the industry of not necessarily biogenetics, but at least within those that research it, I can explain thoroughly that altering anybody's DNA is a permanent, terrible decision. Most of this is likely going to end up leading to super cancer, most likely. These people are... if there's a better word, I'd use it. These people are likely fucked. They're going to live the most painful lives. You say you're a grumpy old man. At least you remember being an old man. Some of these people, the way that their DNA has been altered, they might not even remember who they are.
Well, that's been my concern, is that, we still don't... As good as labs we have, we don't have things like MRIs. We don't have things that can do, like, really detailed analysis on samples and stuff. So, they could be shaving years off their lives. Or, like you said, they could end up with growing a third arm down the road, or whatever. That's why I keep away from it. I'm more concerned about this temporary one, though, because if the permanent one changes your DNA, what does the temporary one do? Is it changing rewriting your DNA and then changing back when it wears off? That would be like, I put it this way. I remember Quinn at Camp Wolf. I put it to him this way. That would be like the equivalent of you're driving down the highway and you're driving at 100 miles per hour, right? And it's like, that's fine. You're going fast, your engine's revving and stuff, but you're at a constant speed, right? It's like, it doesn't really do a whole lot. But if you're constantly speeding up and slowing down, that engine is revving up and down, it's going to wear out a lot quicker. You're going to go through your fuel a lot quicker. You know what I mean? So that's got to be horrible on somebody's system. One thing before I forget.
Has anybody taken that temporary serum more than once?
I believe NS did, because he took it when we went down to the bunker, and I know had taken it before. Now, when he comes down off it, he's like really screwed up for a couple of days, of course. But before I forget, sorry, because this is important, and it just come into my mind, and if I don't say it now, it may go out of my mind. I was told that Imperium now have two things actually. I'm sorry. I know I'm throwing a lot at you, Mr. Green, but it's like you're one of the you're somebody who might be able to actually do something with this information. So first off, apparently Imperium have a bullet that if the supers get hit by it, they don't heal. Now I don't know if it means that they don't heal like all over, or if it's just they don't heal from the bullet, but it's like that's one of their powers, right? Normally they heal up really quick from gunshots and stuff. They don't now. If they get those bullets, don't being hit with those bullets, they don't heal up. There was a mutant a couple of months ago down in the south that they had run into. That a few of them had been struck by it, and they had lesions that lasted like days and days that wouldn't heal up either. So I don't know if that's connected to it. And then the other thing was it already left my mind. Oh my goodness, what was I thinking about? It was something semi-important too. It's escaped me. Talking about the serum. Oh my goodness. Well, I'll have to reach out to you on the radio if it ended up coming to me, because it's just straight out my noggin now, unfortunately.
Serum, poison, people taking it multiple times.
Right.
Long-term effects, short-term effects. Temporary versus permanent.
Yeah, bullet. Oh my goodness. Like I said, it's escaping me. It's completely escaping me. It's probably because I'm thinking, like I said, I'm thinking about it too hard now, and now I'll forgetting about it, and you'll probably be gone 5 minutes, and I'll remember when I stop thinking about it. Trying to remember, I mean. But,
worst case scenario, you can always see if you can send out a courier with a letter. I'd rather it not be on the public air.
Well, okay. Well, if that's the case, what I'll do is if I do remember, I will, I'll reach out, and if I can, I'll come meet you somewhere and talk to you. How about that?
Yes, that would work. I don't usually, I'm not usually around past very late in the afternoon, though, so I can reach out a couple times on the radio and see if you're around.
Yeah. No, I'll figure out some way to get you the information. Put it that way.
I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. It's all been very helpful. Getting caught up like this has definitely gotten me back to the speed that I should be. Also, one thing I almost forgot is I need to find a pair of pants that works with a certain suit I have.
I think there's pants in the... I'm not sure if it's that one or the green one. I can't remember. I did a bunch of rearranging here lately. Do you fellas get everything you were looking for? All right, I'll take a look. Just so I know. FX mags. All right, no, that is actually perfect because I got a lot of clothing, especially. Oh yeah, definitely take that body armor. All right, cool. Yep, you guys can grab your stuff. Like I said, I like to know kind of what's coming in and out, so that way if I'm out, I know to pick up.
What is in the box? Oh, hold on. I hear.
Okay, locker, gun cleaning kit.
That is awesome.
Yep. Go right ahead. Yeah, it's just easier to... I just usually tell people to put it in the crate because it's just easier to pick it up and stuff. Especially, I don't know if you've run into this. These doors here, sometimes if you drop them a little too close to on the floor near the door, that it's like... They tend to lift up the floorboards a bit and make it hard to pick things up, if you get my meaning, so...
The.
I'm just checking over here if there's any pants over here. There's camouflage pants. Probably not what you're looking
I found
for.
another suit jacket, so
All right.
might be able to use this one. Let me see here. Thought I saw one that looked like it. Let me try something really quickly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm in no hurry. Oh, I got the rest of this meat to put away. I forgot to grab everything. So, yeah, this is where I keep food for people, and there's usually medical in this. So that way, if I'm not around, people can, get something to eat and get healed up. The gates here are never locked. So if you're in the area and you need to, get hunker down for the night or get out of the weather, you can always get into the gazebo and get a fire going.
Bandages. Have any more bandages?
Let me check, because I might have some on me that I forgot to throw in there. I got another roll. Here, I'll put them right here on the ground. Bandages right there. Roll bandages right there. And just, the way I run this place, like I said, stuff comes in and out all the time. So, what you see here today, next week it could be completely different. You never know, right? But like I said, if I'm not here, you can always get in here to, at least if you need food or whatever. And I try and keep medical in here, but sometimes the medical folks will come by and clear it out for themselves, which is fine. I mean, I don't mind.
Appreciate it.
I got a couple things that I put in the...
Oh!
Ah, there you are. I put a couple things in this here. And here's another one.
All right, yep.
Much appreciated. I've always liked this vest. You gave me this one a long time ago, actually. Not the Defender vest, actually. This one.
Oh, right. Yeah, nope, that's not a problem at all.
Much appreciated. I did need some black armor to fit the rest of my suits if I ever get into some major combat. But I'm certain that my friends here are antsy for me to get moving. Sometimes I tend to talk a little too much.
That is an understatement.
Oh, coming from the fashion disgrace.
All right.
Well, Harry, it's been a pleasure, and I look forward to speaking with you again soon.
All right. You all be
So
safe.
nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you too. It's good to see you again, Mr. Green. And I didn't get this fellow's name. Sorry.
He doesn't talk enough. Honestly, I just call him a dog.
well,
He literally just stares at me the whole time and then starts bugging me and then starts, if an infected comes near me, he starts, ravaging at it. The only thing I ever heard him say is go ahead and say it. Just say the only thing you're ever going to say. Just go ahead and just give it your all. Oh, come on. Don't be a drama queen.
all right.
They're good, aren't they?
Yep, there it is. That's about as much as you're going to get out of it.
All right. Well, I respect a man of few words, so. All right. Well, like I said, you folks be safe. If I get any more information, I'll like I said, I'll reach out to you. We'll meet up somehow, or I'll get that information to you.
Much appreciated. Take care, Harry. And don't
Alright.
let any more Imperium attacks show up. Without me, at least, being nearby to help deal with them.
Yeah, well, it's not like I asked them to come. But anyways, you all be safe.